Hello, dear friends. Some people complained that they do not give news about the reset, even if the rumors are positive, but there are only unconfirmed rumors, so we do not know if they are true. And after January 20th, I no longer trust any rumor, because it can be information, disinformation, or counter-information. And I don't allow myself to be manipulated, not even the good ones. Opinion article. Silver replaces gold and Bitcoin. The price of silver is recovering. It is driven by an online movement. WallStreetBets is a peasant uprising. They want to break up dirty hedge funds. They denounce the inequality of the financial system. Cooperman believes it's an attack on the rich. Tesla invests $1.5 billion in bitcoins. Gold rises 1% on hopes for tax package. Oil prices rise on stimulus measures. Wall Street sets record closing high on euphoria. Argentina launches a space project to recreate life on Mars. Let's start. Silver has strong potential and can represent a real alternative to gold and Bitcoin, says Etienne Dargent, director of an investment company. After hitting up the share price of the video game chain GameStop, Reddit users forged a new plan to boost silver prices. The weekend on January 29th saw a massive buying spree that led to a stock shortage across the world's proprietary traders. The silver price briefly surpassed $30 per ounce on February 1st, an 8-year high. On February 5th, it was trading about 26.5. Silver, as a precious metal, is an attractive asset for small investors who cannot afford gold or Bitcoin, which are much more expensive. While an ounce of silver is around $30, an ounce of this yellow metal is around $1,800. As for the Bitcoin, recently driven by a wave of euphoria, its price exceeds $36,000. Etienne Dargent points out that the silver is the only asset in the world whose price is 50% lower than in the 1980s. On the other side, Bitcoin is currently trading well above its record value, and last August, for the first time, the price of gold surpassed $2,000 per ounce mark, he says. That's not to say that gold and Bitcoin won't continue to rise, but we are already at record highs for both assets. Conversely, silver has to double to reach its all-time high to $50 an ounce. Silver is very undervalued, which I believe represents an opportunity for investors. The expert concluded, the industry cannot do without silver. On the contrary, with the transition of cleaner energies, industrial demand for physical silver will increase considerably in the coming years. Silver is used in the manufacture of many products, such as solar panels, wind turbines, and other electronic equipment. World production of physical silver is about 1 billion ounces per year, and the industry absorbs about 700 million ounces per year. Financial war. The short selling of GameStop stock by the Reddit group caused a loss of $60 to $70 billion to Wall Street bank hedge funds. These funds are used to control the markets of state-owned banks. Silver is the next market that small investors are chasing to bankrupt dirty hedge funds, although Wall Street bankers are fighting by all means to defend their interests. For example, Silver rose on Friday, January 29th, by 15% to $29 an ounce by small investors buying for the last time, but on Monday, February 1st, hedge funds stopped silver's feet through futures contracts, so that the price of silver fell about 14% to just over $25 an ounce. Now, the silver price is recovering as the rebel online trading movement drives aloft stocks like GameStop higher and has given the precious metal a shine. Silver futures rose 11% on Monday to around $30 an ounce, an 8-year high, after strong gains over the weekend. Reddit's online army of traders has railed over the past week to defend disadvantaged companies like GameStop and AMC, beating back hedge funds that had bet on falling stocks by selling them short in a stunning reversal of financial power clipping Wall Street. Frenzy. The silver market frenzy also spilled over into physical demand for the metal, with con dealers reporting delays in deliveries because they were overwhelmed by demand. Now, silver has become the latest example of the influence exerted by supporters of WallStreetBets rebel movement, decrying inequality in the global financial system. Michael Every, global strategist at Rabobank, said the online claims that gold and silver prices are being suppressed by financial bets against them. If the price rises enough for an extended period of time, the thinking goes, the big investors betting against gold and silver would eventually have to reverse those trades, buying back in and pushing the price even higher. That's partly what helped fuel a massive surge at GameStop last week. National scandal. Millions of people around the world have been captivated by the WallStreetBets revolution. Some small online traders discovered that a hedge fund had massively overtraded video game retailer GameStop and initiated a small squeeze that turned some ordinary investors into millionaires, while sending a Wall Street favorite to the brink of bankruptcy. The response for the press and Wall Street has been excessive. Some traders who make money at the expense of an hedge fund have treated it as a national scandal, according to Revolver News. The crackdown on the WallStreetBets uprising came just a week after Joe Biden took office, and shows the tactics the new regime planned to use to keep the masses at bay. Although superficially a financial issue, WallStreetBets is being treated as a peasant uprising. Those in power, terrified and enraged by the threat of their status, are overreacting and throwing out all the rules in a desperate attempt to keep things under control. The desperation has been so obvious that it was televised to tens of millions of people. Leon Cooperman, who is a billionaire, rushed on TV about the defeat of a hedge fund and considered it as an attack on the rich. Short news. Wall Street sets record closing highs on stimulus euphoria. Wall Street advanced Monday, setting a course for record closing highs as a stimulus prospects boosted investor optimism about the pace of economic recovery. U.S. stock index futures were at record highs today, Monday, as investors were optimistic that the massive fiscal relief package will spur a rapid economic recovery from recession. Oil price rise. Oil prices were rising Monday to their highest level in just over a year, with Brent surpassing $60 a barrel, boosted by supply cuts among major producers and hopes for new stimulus measures. Brent crude oil is above $60 a barrel for the first time since January 2020. The price rise is driven but supply cuts among the key producers and hopes for new economic stimulus measures to boost demand. Gold rises 1% on hopes of fiscal package. Gold prices rose more than 1% today Monday amid expectation of a large US fiscal stimulus package that boosted Valiant's appeal as a hedge against inflation. Nikkei rises 2.12%, settles at 3-decade high. The Tokyo Stock Exchange main index, the Nikkei, rose 2.12% Monday to a new high in more than 30 years, thanks to expectation of new economic stimulus and corporate earnings. Tesla invests $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and the price of the cryptocurrency rises to a near record. Elon Musk's company plans to start accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. The electric car maker said Monday that it decided to bet on Bitcoin after updating its investment policy last month to allow the company to invest in digital assets as well as in digital assets. It's the same as well as gold bullion and gold exchange traded funds. Amazon orders new fleet of 700 heavy-duty natural gas trucks. Amazon.com Inc. has ordered hundreds of trucks that run on compressed natural gas as it steps away to remove larger polluting vehicles from its fleet. Settling in Spain, mission impossible for Britons after Brexit. Settling in Spain becomes an arduous and complicated task for British people after the United Kingdom's exit from the European Union, effective from December 31st. Since if they have seen most of their privileges as European Union citizens disappear, such as receiving public health care, coming without having a job offer, or moving without accrediting economic resources to support themselves. Argentina launches an innovative space project to recreate life on Mars. The Solar 54 initiative aims to stimulate natural habitat through the construction of 5 domes in a nature reserve, which will be used for scientific research and promotion in the South American country. Argentina doesn't want to be less than United Arab Emirates with respect to space research. Asia. Hindu monks blame floods on dam construction. The bursting of a glacier in the state of Uttarakhand affected a hydroelectric dam and caused flooding, landslides and blocked tunnels in several areas of northern India. The catastrophe caused the death of at least 19 people and some 200 were missing. Hindu monks say they could see the tragedy coming. Organ harvesting in China. Unsedated human beings scream at the top of their lungs in sheer agony. Organ harvesting on demand from fresh and alive human beings in China. Imagine a world where millions of political dissidents are imprisoned, brainwashed, and tortured for re-education or organ theft while still alive before being killed. You don't have to imagine anything. It is happening in China this very day and has been for decades. Mysterious monolith appears in southeastern Turkey. A farmer found the metal block in Sanliurfa province on Friday with a text in an ancient Turkish that reads, "Watch the sky, watch the moon." Quotes. The monolith 3 meters high, was discovered near the UNESCO World Heritage Site called Göbekli Tepe, which has megalithic structures dating back to the 10th millennium before Christ, thousands of years older than Stonehenge. Rumors. The lights are out on Capitol Hill, but that could have been because the coalition didn't want anyone to know who was being detained. Andrew Air Force Base is the new location for the tribunals because the resort hotel in Cooperman Bay is complete, despite being 4 or 5 stories underground, 5 or 4 levels underground, with a capacity of 5,000 prisoners. The tunnels are large, with a conveyor system. On the other hand, the famous Spanish astrologer Eva Lunella has said in the channel Conciencia Galáctica, Galactic Consciousness, that next March 4th, a window of opportunity will be open, and we do not know if they will take advantage of it to change things. This is known by the good and by the bad, but we don't know what they will do. Thanks a lot, dear friends, and have a good day.